everybody, and welcome to Inspiring Change, the interview series with the members of the Wellness Universe, where we get just a quick glimpse into the souls behind the positive pages. And today we are meeting for the first time Joy Andreasen. How are you today, Joy?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Very good. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So why don't we just get started and you tell everybody what your Facebook page is and what the mission behind it is.
My Facebook page is Whispers of Joy, and I started the page back in 2009 after I had written my first book. And my mission was, at first, when I first started the page, was I get messages from the spirit world, and it was kind of a platform for me to get my messages out there because I, up until that time, had no one to tell the messages to. I would get messages from the spirit world, and I had no idea, well, why are you telling me this stuff? And so I started writing a blog, and I eventually compiled some of the stories in my blog into a book, and I started the Facebook page as a way to kind of get the messages out there. And it kind of evolved over the years and became more of a place to just spread positivity. And, you know, not a lot of people were really into the hearing messages from the spirit world, and so I thought, well, you know, it doesn't matter.
Right.
You know,
you're getting them.
Exactly. So I would just, I could actually reword the messages so that I didn't really have to say, well, this is a message from the spirit world. I could just say, this is a positive message, and just kind of word it in such a way where it was more appealing to a broader audience.
So now, do you actually say that it's from the spirit?
I do, and it's been a process for me because there's always that sense of, you know, the sense of hiding what I did,
right?
Because I lived in and I still do, live in a conservative community. And so it's only been really in the past couple of years that I've actually put my word out in the area where I live. It was more, you know, I would put myself out there on Facebook and those kind of things. But in my, you know, in my general area, in my place of work, I really didn't say that much. And so it's kind of been a process to where I decided, well, you know, if I'm going to put it out there, I'm just going to put it out there.
So kind of just putting yourself out there online almost was a healing and a stepping forward into your own light to be able to accept your own journey and what's happening in your life. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
So I know that you get these messages. Is that something spreading? Because it's one thing getting the messages, but then wanting to share them, that sense of, you know, wanting to heal and help and wellness, if you will. Has that always been a part of who you are?
It has always been a part of who I am. I was born and raised Pentecostal, so my dad was a minister. And so, you know, I was brought up around trying to heal the world and bring the world to a better place. And now I do it in a little different way. And yeah, so it's not really about just people hearing my messages. It's more about people helping them to change their lives in a more positive way, no matter what their belief system, no matter you know, what they believe about spirituality. It's more about helping people to look at life in a more positive way.
Well, that's what we love about the members of the Wellness Universe, because everybody's coming from a different place and a different background, but all with the same common goal of helping and inspiring and healing, and it's so beautiful. And so while you're busy inspiring people on a personal level, what is something that inspires you?
I tell you the truth, I can find inspiration in almost anything. I have a regular job at the post office, and I can find inspiration. I remember sitting at my desk and looking at my pen and getting a whole blog out of, you know, getting a message from a pen. So really, anything I look at, the air that I breathe, everything has a message.
That's amazing. That's amazing, because you'll never get bored.
Exactly.
I mean, you got inspired by a pen.
Yeah, I did actually write a blog about a pen a couple years ago, and it was just the fact that everything has a spirit. You know, whether it's man-made or whether it's natural, we tend to think of things that are more natural, of having spirits, but I just believe that everything has spirit and everything has a message, and everything that is in our life is there for a reason.
Yeah. What a great way, though, to go through life, because then you know it's kind of like everything's always speaking to you and always trying to teach you and share with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not just the happy things, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes the challenges are our greatest teachers, and the people that challenge us and the things that challenge us, and whether it's, you know, a sore throat or something wonderful,
Right.
that we can always find a lesson and a gift in everything that we experience in life.
It's so true, I used to pray to have big aha moments in my life and learn, because I love learning, and then I'd always go through something dramatic and something challenging, and so now my prayer is always, let me have these big moments, but without having to go through the hardship to learn them, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But we really do learn the most during those times, so, you know, I look, not that I look forward to them, but, you know, I don't, you know, curse them when they come my way, so.
It's kind of like going to the gym. If you're lifting weights to get definition, it's that resistance that
Right.
causes you to get stronger.
Right.
And so if you go to the gym and just lift like 1 pound weights, you're not going to get as strong as if you lift heavier weights. And so
Absolutely.
it's like, you know,
You got to do it.
the challenge, exactly. The challenge is what makes us strong. But if we learn to love the challenges, then life becomes a whole lot more joyful, and we can go through the challenges with joy in our lives as well.
Yeah. What a beautiful message. And speaking of messages, what if, besides just your Facebook page, you had the opportunity to speak to the whole world and you were able to share one message? Briefly tell me, what do you think that you would want to share with the world?
I just think that if we all loved more, the world would be a much better place. And it seems like a really simple message, but it's not just loving other people, it's loving ourselves, because even Jesus said, love others as you love yourself. But if you don't love yourself, you can't really love others.
Right.
I think a lot of the problems in the world is from people not loving themselves. And so they've never maybe they never experienced love as a child, and so they don't know how to receive love or to give love. And so I think the people that seem to us in our minds to be the people that are least deserving of love are the people that probably need it the most.
Right. Perfect. Thank you so much, Joy, for being here. And tell people just your Facebook page link so they can come and find you.
Yes. My Facebook page is Whispers of Joy, and it's just www.facebook.com/Whispers of Joy.
Perfect. Thank you so much for being a member of the Wellness Universe and for sharing your beautiful message every day.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Of course.